This episode of the Retro LaunchPod is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. The creation tool it has allows you to record and edit your podcast, so it sounds great. It'll distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard everywhere, from Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hi everyone, welcome to episode 1 of the Retro LaunchPod, a brand new podcast that will explore old TV shows, video games, and films, and it will be reviewed for a modern audience. My name is Wesley Whatnot. Here is how you can give feedback and give episode suggestions. You can comment on the YouTube video to the episode, just search the Retro LaunchPod when you go to youtube.com. You can also email your feedback and episode suggestions at retrolaunchpod@gmail.com. By the sound of that music, we're going to be talking about this month of May 2019, the long-running game show, The Price is Right. Now, I know that many of you have seen The Price is Right. I know you know that it was originally hosted by Bob Barker from 1972 to 2007, and from Drew Carey from 2007 to the present. And he's been doing it for the last 12 years as of this recording. You know, I want to talk about what I'm going to review the game show, that kind of thing, and stuff like that. And I'll talk about what I want to talk about for next week at the end of the podcast. So, the Price is Right. It first started as an old game show back in the 50s, hosted by Bill Cullen, ran for 9 years, and it was just pricing out various items on the floor and stuff like that. It was pretty much an auction kind of game show and that kind of thing. But then when they brought it back for CBS in 1972, it was added some pricing games, stuff like that. It was originally a half hour long from 1972 until November 1975, and then it went to a full hour, and it's been that way ever since. And number one in daytime ever since its debut on CBS, as far as everyone knows. But, the only competition during the hour it's on is ABC's The View. A talk show, The View. Well, it has so many memorable pricing games. I want to talk about, I want to go more in depth to them in the next episode. That's what it's going to be about. Pricing, my top 25 pricing games. But there are many pricing games that everyone knows, such as Plinko, Punch a Bunch, Three Strikes, Double Prices, and what's expensive, least expensive, I think. Easy as 1, 2, 3, Bargain Bar, stuff like that. So, but I just know that The Price is Right has been around for a long time. Generations have grown up watching it. I have. And I'm hoping that it'll stay on as long as I'm around, so I can introduce it to my kids, and then hopefully my kids will introduce them to their kids, and it'll just continue to go, even though we're probably getting our hosts in the meantime. So, but this episode is going to be really short. I apologize for that. I really want to get more in depth with the next episode with my top 25 pricing games that I like from The Price is Right. So, I know this episode is kind of short, but I give The Price is Right 10 out of 10. You know, even though it had some down years and up years. You know, pretty much. I mean, down years with when Drew Carey started as the host of The Price is Right, started in October 2007, and then stuff like that, and some other things as well. If you ever get a chance to, you can watch. There's a new documentary that was made last year called The Perfect Bid. It was about this contestant named Theodore, who went to over 20 tapings of The Price is Right over the course of like 15 years. Unfortunately, he contributed to The Perfect Bid on a showcase, and and I don't know if he's banned from it or something like that, but it is on Netflix, so if you get a chance, go watch it. It's actually really quite fascinating. They interview Roger Dockowitz, who was the producer of The Price is Right from like the 80s all the way up until the second year of Drew Carey's tenure as host and stuff like that. And you have interviews with Bob Barker, who was then 94 actually when he was interviewed. Now he's 95. God bless him. And stuff like that. He had been retired from The Price is Right for about 11 years at that point, and stuff like that. The Price is Right has won many Emmys. Go watch it, by the way. The Price is Right has won many Emmys. The most recent was for Outstanding Game Show for the previous season, which was the 2017-2018 television season. And they celebrated with the start of the 47th season. It's been on for 47 years. That's amazing, you know. It's crazy. I can't believe it. And in October of this year, it just got recently renewed. In October, they'll be celebrating 9,000 episodes. 9,000 episodes of The Price is Right. So I'm pretty sure it'll probably be a big bash for that, you know. It's crazy. But Price is Right, 10 out of 10 easily. I know you can probably find some amazing moments from the showcases to many of the pricing games, which I'm going to get more in depth into next time. But other things as well, you know, some episodes are on YouTube, stuff like that. You know, full-length episodes from from the beginning, actually, from the very first episode called The New Price is Right. That only lasted about a year, by the way, because it was trying to differentiate itself from the Bill Cullen version. But then it became so popular that it just dropped the word new. So it's been that way ever since 1973 to the present. So for 46 years, it's been The Price is Right, not The New Price is Right. But yeah, it's been on for a long time, folks. And I hope that you will get more in depth about. I plan to get more in depth about the pricing games next time. Just going on a big circle, but if you listen to this episode and watch The Price is Right and hear my thinking about it, you know, you'll know that I really enjoy it. And I'll be talking about the top 25 pricing games next time with probably some audio clips from the various games I want to talk about and stuff like that. So, for the Retro LaunchPod, I'm Wesley Whatnot. Take care and good night. Coming up in 2 weeks, The Price is Right's top 25 pricing games on the Retro LaunchPod. Tune in then.